And now we're going to do this. This is, of course, not the retail version of the Redmi K20 Pro. This is, I think, the review version. If they're giving this box to you guys, then I would be very surprised. But the phone is very interesting. So let's take it out. The way they've actually done up this presentation box is amazing. Let's take a look at what they have. So first and straight away, they have this, the Redmi K20 series, flagship series, 5 years in the making. Ye thoda exaggeration ho jata hai. Specs, of course, absolutely top of the line, from a fantastic display to excellent optics, 48 megapixel, 13 and 8, so triple rear camera, very, very good screen, Gorilla Glass 5, Qualcomm Snapdragon 855. This is, of course, the Pro version. And in terms of design, in terms of battery, the charging, everything is fantastic. So now let's move on to lots and lots of stuff in here. Let's move on to the phone itself. Now, in this box, of course, they've given lots of covers, but I don't think you'll be... Now, in this presentation box, they've given you lots of covers. Once again, I don't think the retail version will have all of these. But now let's take out the phone itself. And I have to tell you, this is a very nice looking phone. So we've got what would be the reddish color of the phone. So fantastic screen, pop-up camera in the front, therefore no notch, a very good hand feel, fantastic finish at the back, really looks very nice. If you see the way the phone looks, it's fantastic. Already told you, triple camera, 48 megapixel is the main sensor, lots of other things they've done with it. So let's take a look at this. Does this make it the best phone in its category? Because that's what Redmi was aiming for when they took out the K20 Pro.
How do you feel after a healthy, wholesome meal? Great, satisfying and light, right? That's exactly how we feel about the new Xiaomi K20 Pro, a complete phone which is not too heavy on the pocket. One of the two phones that were launched as part of the new flagship series of Redmi, the K20 Pro is our favorite. In fact, we think that the K20 Pro is the ultimate flagship killer, and here is why. It's got the looks, the brain and the power to be able to do it all. Let's start with the design. Like the K20, the Pro 2 comes with Oro Prime design, which gives the phone a dual-tone display. We got the flame red variant, which is hot, fabulous and stands out from the crowd. The phone sits nicely in the hand and feels solid. There is a 3.5mm headphone jack on board. The all-screen phone has Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protecting it. There is an in-display fingerprint scanner which works fast. Like on the K20, there is P20i nano coating on the Pro 2, making it splash-proof. We like that Xiaomi has covered all the basics when it comes to design. The K20 Pro has a 6.3-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with no notch and no hole, giving a whole lot of real estate to watch videos and movies. There is high-res audio too, which enhances the phone's experience. Now coming to the optics. There is a triple camera setup on the back with a 48-megapixel AI main lens, a 30-megapixel ultra-angle wide lens and an 8-megapixel telephoto lens. The Sony sensor on the Pro is different and slightly better than one on the K20. The K20 Pro click good shots. We especially love the wide-angle capability and portrait on it. There is a night mode for clicking low-light pictures, and the 20-megapixel front camera pops up each time you want to unlock the phone with face unlock or click selfies. The pop-up camera is accompanied by the LED light. The red variant has a red LED, the glacier blue has a blue LED, and there is also an option to tune it off if you don't like it. We don't mind it, so we had it on. The front camera clicked decent selfies, and of course there is the beauty mode. The K20 Pro is a beast as it is powered by the Snapdragon 855 and comes in two variants of 6GB and 8GB. The phone is fast and snappy. Xiaomi has also managed to lure in the gamer inside of us as it features Game Boost 2.0. This mode lets you adjust the touch response and sensitivity of the panel to repeat taps for each game individually. It also claims to enhance visuals by making darker areas brighter in the game, making sure you have an advantage while playing games like PUBG and Fortnite. There is even an 8-layer graphite cooling system so that we don't end up burning our hands while playing games for hours.
A couple of other things that nobody else has that we've added. One is a visual enhancement. So it enhances the overall colors and the vibrancy when you are inside that game. Really helpful if you're playing something which is quite dark. Right? The dark obviously gets enhanced quite a bit, so you can see almost everything that's happening in the game, giving you an advantage that's coming in. And for a gamer, the other part that's really important is the touch response. So from the time you touch your screen to the time the character actually responds to it and does something, we've been able to adjust that as well. A normal touch sampling rate is 120 Hz. That means 120 times a second. But in the second generation Game Turbo, you can actually enhance it all the way to 180, giving you a 50% bump. So for those gamers who are wanting that extra performance, the K20 Pro also has that in the game turbo.
So were we impressed with the performance? Yes, we loved how the games loaded quickly and browsing was a breeze. The phone runs on Android 9 Pie with MIUI 10 on top. It also gets a system-wide dark mode that takes advantage of the AMOLED display to save power and is easier on the eyes. There is a 4000 mAh battery on board and the phone supports 27-watt sonic charge. The phone lasted us a day with full charge. The Xiaomi Redmi K20 Pro is launched in two variants, the 8GB plus 256GB RAM variant, which is priced at 30,999 rupees, and the 6GB plus 128GB variant, which costs 27,999 rupees. We know this is a new territory for the Redmi series and we don't expect Redmi phones to be priced this high, but here is what we think. The Xiaomi Redmi K20 Pro is a brilliant flagship. It is overstuffed with features and performs exceedingly well, and it still costs lesser than the premium flagships. So if your budget is about 28k to 30k, do consider the K20 Pro. It won't disappoint.